After every time the man was intimate with his wife, he would coldly lie on the other side of the bed. The woman could only keep moving closer to him. Just as she reached out her hand to touch him, he suddenly sat up with a look of disgust. She glanced at the time by the bedside, and he told her that her time was up. It was time for her to leave. Seeing that she remained sitting on the bed without any intention of leaving, the man got up and prepared to sleep on the sofa instead. Before leaving, he reminded her to drink the honey water on the table. What he didn't know was that after 3 years of marriage, his wife had always been allergic to honey. At that moment, she finally made up her mind to give up on this broken marriage. Early the next morning, as usual, she packed the luggage for her pilot husband. However, he looked at her with disdain and didn't even want to spare her a glance. Just as he was about to leave with his suitcase, she suddenly stopped him and firmly asked for a divorce. She thought he might try to stop her, but to her surprise, he agreed without hesitation and walked away without looking back. In fact, the woman had secretly loved him for 20 years. Back in college, he was the most popular guy on campus, surrounded by countless admirers, while she was just one of the most ordinary ones. She would stand by the basketball court holding a bottle of water, hoping he would take it from her. Unexpectedly, another girl who also liked him rushed forward first and handed him half a bottle of water from her own thermos. The surrounding students cheered, saying they were a perfect match. Seeing this, the girl could only bury her feelings deep inside. She thought their lives would never cross again, but after graduation, that same girl chose to go abroad for further studies and dumped him without hesitation. The once proud young man was deeply hurt and began drowning his sorrows in alcohol. This broke the woman's heart, so she stayed by his side silently, caring for him. In order to forget the pain caused by his ex-girlfriend, the man proposed a 3-year contract marriage with her, promising to give her $2 million as compensation afterward. She happily agreed because it was the closest she could get to him. However, this made the man believe she was a materialistic woman who only cared about money. After marriage, he treated her merely as a tool to satisfy his needs, never realizing that all she ever wanted was him. To be closer to him, she even followed his career path and became a flight attendant, constantly keeping track of his flight schedules. Until one day, the man brought back the woman he truly loved. The two openly displayed their affection as if they were a real couple. None of their colleagues knew he was already married, and everyone assumed that the other woman was his girlfriend. Come on, come on.